mood, right? I'm in a good mood. I've been working on my vibration for like the past couple of days because of how I've been feeling. And like the past 2 days, I just been feeling like, well, I don't feel like that now, but like the past, like I worked on it. I cleaned up the vibration. But I was just like feeling like I was getting like depression was coming on. Like I was feeling like pressure. You know what I mean? And I was feeling like I was like, dang, I was like, I need solutions. Like a lot of things started coming up. And for me, like the past 2 years, with the path that I've been on, like everything has been like kind of like smooth. Like, all right, so like the relationship area is like been a little, but like everything else, like it's been like smooth. And so the way I was feeling the past 2 days, like that's how I was feeling. Like like before I started this journey on health and wellness. Before I started this journey, like that's how I started feeling like I was having those feelings again. You know, like I was getting, like I was like feeling like depressed. And I was like, why am I feeling this way? Because I'm getting ready to go to California. You see what I'm saying? So it's like trying to, you know, it's holding me back. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, like trying to like keep me. So I already know that this move to California, this trip over there is gonna be so, it's just gonna, it's really gonna help my energy. You know what I mean? Because I isolated myself way too much, and it's just, you know, it's just something I just really need to do. You know, I just really need to get out and, you know, get around and meet people. So the EFT we're going to start off with before we talk about magic and mindset is the better it gets, the better it gets. And this is like the best time. I'm going to share my screen with you too. Well, should I share my screen? Oh, can I? Oh, I can't share it? Oh, you have to share your screen in the beginning. Oh, okay. All right, Facebook. So I do need that other app. Okay, I got it. All right. So, all right, cool, guys. So I'm sorry you guys can't see the script, but I'll make sure that I have it. It's going to be up on my website. Okay. All right. So we're going to talk about the better it gets, the better it gets, because see, this is why I tap. You know, it's all about like the resistance. You know, hey Casey, I see your heart. I see your light. It's all about resistance, right? So what you know how everybody, like all of us, like we all want to be successful at something. You know what I mean? Like we all want to excel in something. We all are attaining to achieve something. We all want to acquire something. There's this one thing that we all want. Even if we sit down and we say, oh, I don't have a dream. You know what I mean? You might say like, oh, I don't have a dream, right? And then, you know, like you see some people and you say, oh, like, you know, like they don't want to do nothing with their life. But there is something that they really do want. You know, and we all struggle for this thing that we want. You know, I have friends, you know, that come to me and they're like, you know, I just want this one thing and I'll be so happy. And I'm like, if you're not happy now, you're not going to be happy if you get it. Because that's just how the law of attraction works. So it's about the resistance that's inside you that's blocking it. And all of that, what I'm learning, began before the age of 7, because I used to think that it was just about your thinking. It was just thinking, right? Like, you know, like you're thinking, you know, but as I started doing more work. Like I'm working with someone like really, really closely, and not only just one person, like a group of people. I'm working with a group of people on my consciousness, and I'm really like seeing like, you know, like how important that it is for you to really deal with past issues in a way that is comfortable for you. In a way that is comfortable for you. And EFT to me is something that is extremely comfortable, because it's something that you can do on your own, all right? You don't really need someone to do it with you unless you really, you know, maybe like in the beginning. But after you learn it, you don't really need anyone to really help you until you hit a block. Because see, this is what happens, right? Like we're all healers, right? Everyone is a healer, right? But even though we're a healer, it's like I could see you, but I need you to see me. You know, like we reflect each other, right? So it's like it's hard for us to hear, and it really got into my consciousness like this week. Like, I'm going to need help for some of the things that I've been through in my past because I pushed them away so much. You know what I mean? It was like I ignored them so much, and you are supposed to turn your back to them, but I never dealt with it. I never dealt with it properly, and that's what the EFT is helping me to do that. And because I'm coupling spiritual law and EFT with I'm coupling spiritual law and the law of attraction with it, I'm getting my lessons. I'm able to request that my lessons come in a way that is of ease and in a way that is great, that's graceful, you know. And that's what I want to teach you guys. You know what I mean? I want to teach you how to, because you know, you got to learn your lessons, right? But there's like, you know, there's things that you could do, you know, so that you get the lessons, but you know, you don't always have to get like the freaking smackdown. And one way not to get the smackdown is to get a life coach. I'm gonna tell you right now, because if you are investing your time and your money into a life coach, right, the life coach is going to be the one shining the light on you, right? Life coach is going to be shining light. That's personal. Now, when you're out in the world trying to do it on your own, and then you got all these different coaches coming at you that you ain't paid them, you ain't asked them for their opinion, you don't even admire them, and they're coaching you from the outside. It's not as fun. All right. So, I mean, you know, it's uncomfortable, but it's not uncomfortable. Like, it's not uncomfortable. Like, once you get into coaching, like, you know, into the coaching and group atmosphere, once you start, because that was not something that I did. That was just not my thing. You know, if people knew me, like people that know me from my past, like they know, like, what Tiffany's doing, what group, what? Like, that's not my thing, but I see how beneficial that it is. You know, a lot of times, especially if you're an empath, it's hard for you to express yourself sometimes, right? Sometimes, right? It's hard for you to express your feelings. I know for me, it's hard for me to express my feelings. It's hard for me to get vulnerable because sometimes when I open up, like, you know, I get embarrassed easily sometimes, you know, and so sometimes, you know, it's hard for me to do that, you know. So being in a group atmosphere, because of our intention in the group. So the group intention is to grow spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially. That's the group intention. So we're all coming in there with the same consciousness. So I don't always have to share my embarrassing moments. The other women, like, I can get on the phone with an issue, and when I get on the phone, right, my issue is resolved on the phone because not only did I go through it, somebody else went through it. Like, somebody in that group is going through the same thing that I went through, right? And it just might not look the same, right? It just might look different, but it's like pretty much like the same underlining tone. And that's how you can get the help. So that's you know, that's what I wanted to express, because I could feel what's going on with the energy. And I'm like, man, you know what I mean? Like, I have been sitting to myself, like really, really, really sitting to myself. I didn't even go to DC last week, you know, and I see why, you know, like my energy, you know, and I need to get to Cali. I need to get there. All right. So what I want to do is I want to do EFT for the better it gets, the better it gets, right? For resistance to those things that we say that we want, because it's things that we say that we want, but we're resisting them. So we could get out ahead of it right now, especially with this full moon that's coming, you know, and I'm going to talk more about that after we do this karate chop. I just want to usher in as much positive energy as I possibly can. All right. So we're going to begin tapping on karate chop. Take a deep inhale in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Wow, that felt good. Let's do that one more time. Take a deep inhale in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Okay, you know what? It ain't gonna hurt to do that one more time. Let's make sure that we're completely grounded. All right, and make sure that we're centered. Okay, so that we can feel protected. Okay, take a deep inhale in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Okay, now repeat after me. Even though I want the good stuff to come to me, a part of me is resistant to allowing it into my life. Perhaps with a pretty good reason. I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Even though when the good stuff is served to me on a platter, I just shrink back, doubting my deserving and the permanence of it all. What if I could learn to say thank you and simply accept the good stuff? Breathe. And I'm focused on my root chakra, right? So your root chakra is in your lower back, right above where the crack of your buttocks is. That's where your root chakra is, right? So that's where I'm breathing. That's where all my energy is focused at now. When we were first breathing, all my energy was focused on the soles of my feet. Okay? All right. Even though I don't feel good allowing the good stuff that involves favors from other people, a lucky streak, or not enough struggle on my part, I do know that nothing I experience is a result of single-handed effort. So why push away the good stuff that comes from our combined effort? Okay, now tap into the points, okay? So we're going to go over the eye. Part of me resists receiving all the good stuff. Part of me resists receiving all the good stuff inside of the eye. I don't like receiving favors of any kind. Breathe. I don't like receiving favors of any kind. And this is root work, all right? We're working on the root chakra because that's where everything began, right? See, so normally when I would do this EFT, right, before I started learning, like everything is like in the root. So now I'm really starting to learn that everything is like between 0 and 7 years old, right? So that's actually in the root chakra. Actually, we should be focused on our feet, but we are grounded, right? So we should be focused on our feet, but we're grounded enough, and we're going to focus on our root chakra because that's where basically all of the nuisances are coming from. All right, so that's what we're going to focus. I used to focus on my third eye when I used to do it. Now I don't do that anymore. I used to focus completely on my third eye. Unless I was doing a special EFT, then I would focus on my heart. But most of the time I just focus on my third eye. But I'm not doing that anymore. Now I'm just going to focus on my root chakra. So this is considered root work, okay? Now we're going to go under the eye. I don't feel good when things turn unexpectedly good. I don't feel good when things turn unexpectedly good. Breathe. Under the nose. I keep saying I want all the good stuff. I keep saying I want all the good stuff. Over the chin. But when it comes my way, I want to get out of there. But when it comes my way, I want to get out of there. Over the collarbone. A resistance to accepting the good stuff. All this resistance to accepting the good stuff. And then under the arm. This lump in my throat that prevents me. This lump in my throat that prevents me. And then top of the head. From simply saying thank you and keeping the good stuff. From simply saying thank you and keeping the good stuff. And now we're going to switch sides. Over the eye. It feels unethical, like something is not right. It feels unethical, like something is not right. And inside the eye. And yet I await the goodness of life. And yet I await the goodness of life. Under the eye. With open arms and eyes wide open. With open arms and eyes wide open. Under the nose. When the good stuff comes along, I feel like I played no role in attracting it to me. When the good stuff comes along, I feel like I played no role in attracting it to me. I feel undeserving. I feel undeserving. I feel inadequate. I feel inadequate. What if I get used to the good life? What if I get used to the good life? And on top of the head. And then it is taken away from me. And then it is taken away from me. And then over the eye. 1 second. And then over the eye. Where will I muster all the luck that is sent it my way? Where will I muster all the luck that sent it my way? And inside of the eye. I feel like I have some control over my misery. I feel like I have some control over my misery. Under the eye. But when it comes to the good stuff, under the nose, it is all fluke, totally out of my control. It is all fluke, totally out of my control, and over the chin. And when something is out of my control, over the collarbone, how can I feel happy and satisfied? How can I feel happy and satisfied? And then under the arm. If I cannot recreate it at will. If I cannot recreate it at will. Top of the head. How can I allow myself to roll around in its goodness? How can I allow myself to roll around in its goodness? And now we're going to switch sides. Over the eye. If not for this person, that coincidence, or sheer good luck, if not for this person, that coincidence, or sheer good luck, and inside of the eye, where would I be? Where would I be? And then under the eye. My success is dependent on so many factors outside of me. My success is dependent on so many factors outside of me. Under the nose. I can't depend on others to help me get my good stuff. I can't depend on others to help me get my good stuff. Over the chin. What if they turn against me? What if they turn against me? Over the collarbone. Then where will all the good stuff be, huh? Then where will all the good stuff be, huh? Under the arm. You can't trust anyone in this day and age. You can't trust anyone in this day and age. On top of the head. I really hate it when the good stuff is no longer there. I really hate it when the good stuff is no longer there. Now let's switch sides. Take a deep inhale in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. We still triggering. Over the eyebrow. So I better keep myself in the trenches. Inside the eye. Licking my wounds, wallowing in self-pity. Licking my wounds, wallowing in self-pity. Under the eye. And still pretending like I want the good stuff. And still pretending like I want the good stuff. And then under the nose. If I accept all the good stuff, it only widens my disparity. It only widens my disparity. Over the chin. With those who are miserable. With those who are miserable. Over the collarbone. What if I could maybe, just maybe, ease myself? What if I could maybe, just maybe, ease myself? Under the arm. Into accepting the good stuff. Into accepting the good stuff. Next page, y'all. And then top of the head. What if I could remember that because the good stuff? What if I could remember that because the good stuff? And switch sides. has appeared in my life. I must have attracted it. Has appeared in my life. So I must have attracted it, side of the eye, through my thoughts and actions. Through my thoughts and actions, under the eye. And when I feel that it is all coming too easy, and when I feel that it is all coming too easy, what if I could remember, over the chin, that nothing is easy or difficult, but my thinking makes it so. That nothing is easy or difficult, but my thinking makes it so. And then over the collarbone. Oops. Life does not always have to be difficult. Life does not always have to be difficult. I mean, I don't always have to struggle. I don't always have to struggle. I'm in top of the head. Struggling does not equal deserving. Struggling does not equal deserving. And now we're going to switch sides. Take a deep inhale in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Over the eye. Whenever I feel like something is too good for me. Whenever I feel like something is too good for me. Sorry, yeah. What if I could help someone achieve their dream? What if I could help someone achieve their dream? And then under the eye. Yes. It sounds like a plan. Pay it forward. Yes. This sounds like a plan. Pay it forward. Under the nose. From now on, every time I doubt myself on my deserving. From now on, every time I doubt myself on my deserving. Over the chin. I'll just remind myself to say the 2 words. I'll just remind myself to say the 2 words. Over the collarbone. Thank you. Thank you. And then under the arm. And remember to pay it forward. And remember to pay it forward. Top of the head. I'm allowing all the good stuff with open arms now. I'm allowing all the good stuff with open arms now. Bring it on. Bring it on. Take a deep inhale in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Ah. And shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake off the excess energy. Okay, all right. So now that right there is going to definitely help you with this full moon. All right, that's why I wanted to do that, because the full moon is June 28th, and it's a moon about laser focusing. All right. So from what I read, this full moon is in a Capricorn. All right. So so now rituals, right? Now full moon rituals are actually great for healing magic. All right. But it's actually, but it's great for you to do anything. You could actually use full moon rituals to illuminate nuisances and obstacles before they show up. All right. So the harvest is coming, right? The harvest is coming. So what you want to do before the full moon comes is to clean up your vibration as much as you can, and clean up your thought patterns as much as you can. And when I say that, I'm talking about like mindset, like really get focused on exactly what you want to accomplish. Because not only could, like, I don't only want to talk about the negative part of this full moon. Like, there's like a great part about this full moon, because this is like a very, very, very encouraging time for you to get started on something, for you to continue something, like finish off something that you already started, or for you to start gathering together the information, getting stuff together. All right. It's a gathering time. It's a time to gather. Okay. You can start gathering now. All right. You want to start, stocking up on your information, whatever information that you need to get your project done. You want to start doing that now. Now is a good time to do it because of the month that we're in. This is a great thinking month. This is a great focus, a great focus phase, And just because it's in the Capricorn, that's why. All right. That's one of the specific reasons. But that's what the full moon is for. It's for releasing things. Okay, it's for cleaning up your vibration. So you can actually use the full moon to do just about anything, like to release anything from weight loss, you know, to like if you have like a bad habit that you want to drop, or some type of addiction, then this is like the perfect time to do it. And also healing magic, and not just for physical things that's going on in your body, but also like physical pain that you have in your body, but also for dis-ease in your body, and also for not just healing physically. Also, if you want any type of mental healing, emotional healing, relationship healing, financial healing, you can ask for that. All right, because this is a great time to ask for the light of God, because actually what's going to be happening is the light is going to be casted on us a little bit more. All right, so a lot of the things that was hidden is going to be brought to the light at this time. All right, because it's the harvest time. All right, so now, you know, like in the Bible, if you read the Bible, it says, you know, everything's going to be like gathered up. You know what I mean? Together. You know what I mean? And then it's going to be sifted. So whatever is going on in your life that doesn't serve you, you might as well drop it like a bad habit right now. Let go of it, because it's going to cause you, it might cause you some discomfort. You know what I mean? Trying to hold on to it. All right. So that's what I know. You know, so you will want to get as focused as you possibly can, so that then when those changes come, you're already in alignment. That's why you want to do stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to follow what's going on with nature. I'm telling you, no, you want to follow what's going on with nature, because nature, your body's connected to nature. When the seasons change, our skin colors change. You know, some of us get darker and lighter. You know what I mean? No matter what, you know, no matter how dark that you are, no matter how light that you are, when the seasons change, your body changes. Everything changes. All right. You know, just like, you know, in the wintertime, you know, that's when people are most happy. Why? Why? Because everybody's together inside all the time. You know what I mean? Everybody's like around each other, you know? So that's why. You know what I mean? Everybody's not like off and, you know, hanging out and da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? So that's why the government made sure that they put all the holidays right around that time, to capitalize off that energy of us being around each other. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make the best of it, because it's the winter time, you know? So like I said, that the full moon is great for purging. All right. It's great for purging, and you can purge anything, even hurtful relationships. You could purge sex. So for, you know what I'm saying, up until the full moon, like, you know, you can say, okay, so for the first 7 days, because that's what I'm going to do in this full moon. I'm gonna tell you, but you can say, like, for 7 days, you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to drink this Pepsi Cola. All right. You're not going to drink Pepsi Cola, and your intention is to not drink it ever again. You know, and I'm going to show you, you know, I'm going to show you some of the other things. So what else did I want to tell you? Okay, yeah, so that's it. Yeah, the harvest is coming, and yeah, your focus and qualities are going to be heightened right now. So you just want to capitalize off of that energy as much as you possibly can. Okay. And so now I apologize for not being able to hey mommy, I apologize for not being able to share my screen, because I wanted you to be able to see the script. So I'm not even going to be able to show you. So the only thing we're going to be able to do is like talk about it, because you can't really see anything. All right. So we're just going to talk about it. So these are the two books that I have been using since the beginning of the year. Okay, and I have the link in the up there in the description for you. All right. So this particular script is called it's 40 money spells, and it's 40 days to wealth consciousness. All right. And it's practical, and it's not really like you don't even need like crystals or anything else. Like, you don't need anything. Like, it's just basically like it's like basically like, you know, it's just something that you could work with and develop on your own. It's like this is like a great book. I've been working with it since she published it. And then 40 money mantras, I actually have a video up on YouTube right now for a 40-day a transformation that I'm doing in my EFT for Wealth coaching course. Okay, so I shared some of the vids that I share in my course on my YouTube channel. But this is a great book. All right, this is something that you could just use over and over and over and over and over. I'm trying not to cover up the light, that you can use over and over and over and over again to help to develop your financial consciousness. Okay, and the link's up there. All right, so let's talk about I'm trying to get my screen up. Hold on. All right, where am I here? Okay, so now this is a full moon ritual, all right, for EFT Mindset and Magic, okay? So now for this ritual, this is what I'm going to do, all right? I'm going to get some frankincense oil, and I'm going to mix it with coconut oil, or you can mix it with grapeseed oil, but you want to mix it with a carrier oil, all right? So you're going to use that to put on your wrist, okay? Right after you, you're going to use that. I'm going to let you know when you're going to use it, but that's what you're going to use that for, right? You're going to use that to put that on your pulse, on your pulses, on the back of your ears, okay? You might even want to put it on your heart and your third eye. You can even put it on the soles of your feet. You know, just dab some on the soles of your feet as well, okay? You could do that also, all right? And then I'm also going to you will also need bentonite clay, all right, for a bath. Okay, you need Florida water. Okay, and if you can get Florida water in a spray bottle, if you don't get it in a spray bottle, then that would be cool. If not, then you don't need. Just get you some Florida water and white tea light candles. Okay, I like the little candles. They only burn for like an hour or two. Depending. Sometimes I've seen them actually burn longer than 2 hours, depending on what I'm doing. But you want to get some white tea light candles, and then you want white sheets of paper and an ink pen. Okay, so that's all that you're going to need for this, all right? So this is going to be performed for exactly 7 days before the full moon. So that means that the full moon is on June 28th, all right? You're going to do this ritual. You're going to begin this ritual if you're going to try it out. And you're going to begin this ritual on June 21st, which means that you have plenty of time. You got at least a week to prepare, if you really want to do this. And actually you can actually start this now if you wanted to. If you have everything, you can start this now all the way up until the full moon. That's only going to heighten it. All right. So I'll let you know what the intention is behind and why I'm asking you to do it this way, or why I'm doing it this way. All right. So at 3 a.m. for 7 days straight, I'm going to take a bentonite clay bath, all right, and I'm going to recite my prayer, okay, my prayer. And my prayer, basically, I'm asking for the light of God. That's basically what I'm asking for. That's what I'm asking for. I'm just asking just to connect to the light of God. That's all I'm asking for. So I'll share that prayer with you, all right. So at 3 a.m., 7 days straight. Now, if you can't get up at 3 a.m., if that's like totally impossible, then just do it like the same time. Like, do it at the time that you could do it, at the time that's comfortable for you. The only reason why I'm saying 3 a.m. is because that's the time that the melanin in your brain is at its strongest. All right. So that's the time that if you want to do magic, that's the time when your powers will be heightened. All right. So that's the time that you want to do work like that, between the hours of 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. Now, if that doesn't work for you, it's no big deal. You can actually do it any time that you want. You just want to do it the same time every single day for these 7 days, okay? Whenever that you're practicing magic, you always want to try to do it around the same time of day, if possible, all right? So now, when I get into my bath, I'm going to explain to you about the bath, all right? So now, when I take my bentonite clay bath, right, so I might light a candle, I might not, all right? I'm definitely going to light a candle when I do my altar work. I don't know if I'm going to light a candle when I get to the bath. I'm just going to go by my feeling, all right? But when I get into my tub, my intention is to imagine that I'm lying in a tub filled with light, the light of God. The water is the light of God, all right? And I will go deeply into how that feels to me personally. How would it feel to me personally? So that's what you want to like. How would it feel to you if the light of God was like, if you were like engulfed in it? If you were sitting in the light of God and you was relaxing into it, how would it feel? What do you think what's in the light of God? Light is love, healing, and resources. That's what you need. You need love, you need healing, and you need resources. And actually love, light and love is the same thing. And love has healing and resources in it as well. Okay. So I would do that. That's what I would do in the tub. You know, I would say my prayer before I get in there, and then that's what I would do. You know, and I probably would just sit in the tub until I felt led to get out. You know, and I might even play some inspirational music as well. You know, I don't know. I basically go by my feeling, but that's something that you could do. Okay. And then after my bath, I will prepare my prayer space by spraying or dousing the Florida water around the area, over my head, in the air, with the intention that I'm clearing my energy field as well. All right. So if I had, let's say my lipstick is the spray, right? So I'm going to spray it around me like this, right? And then as it's coming down, so it's at my head, as it's coming down, I'm going to act as if I'm massaging my energy field. All right. So not only am I clearing my space, I'm clearing my energy field. All right. And I'm going all around and I'm stretching it out. Right. And if I feel, and my eyes are closed when I'm doing this, because I'm imagining that I can see my energy field. I'm imagining that it might need some mending. Maybe this is going on. That's what I would do. All right. So you do that. And if you don't have a spray bottle, then you just take it and just do what you got to do. All right. That's it. You know, if you don't have a spray bottle. All right. So that's what I would do. All right. And then I would sit in the space for 5, 10, 15 minutes just to clear my mind. All right. Just to clear my mind. I focus on my breath. And what the whole intention is to get to that quiet space in your mind. Right. So I would just, you know, breathe in and out and relax. And I would make sure that I'm grounded and I'm centered. And I would just, you know, immediately go into my heart center. And I would start from there. And I would just clear. I would do my best to just focus all my energy on my heart so that my mind could clear. Okay. So that's how you want to meditate. All right. So you just want to breathe, breathe, breathe. And you know, I have a grounding. I am giving away a free gift of the grounding meditation script at TiffanySatchel.com. So you can go there. And if you want to check out my grounding script, if you need help with grounding, all right. But I do have a video up on YouTube as well, for grounding. Okay, that I shared from my EFT for Wealth course. Okay. So after you do that, right? So now the space is basically ready for you to. It's ready for your recipe. Is ready for whatever it is that you want to invoke. Is ready for whatever it is that you want to create. Okay. And what I would do is I would harness the energy. And the way that I harness the energy is using my EFT. Okay. So I have a crystal wand, right? I showed you guys. I have a crystal wand, a quartz, a crystal wand. So I would hold that in my left hand. And I would do my EFT. All right, because the whole point is I want to be receptive, and I'm using my wand as a conductor to bring energy to me, to get, you know what I'm saying, to channel the energy into me. All right, and then also the wand is also going to help to clean up my vibration as well. All right, because it's filtering. You know what I mean? Because it's circulating. You know what I mean? It's circulating. Like the energy is circulating, right? So it's filtering my energy. It's cleaning me out. And it's also ushering in new energy. All right. So I would tap, right? I would definitely tap. So I have a tap that I'm doing for the full moon. And it's called EFT for Heaven Support. So what I'm doing with that is I'm actually, for 7 days straight, my intention is to call in as many angels as I possibly can. Call in as much heavenly support as I possibly can, so that then on the full moon, when I'm ready to release, I'll have all of heaven backing me up to release this and supporting me along the way. All right. And so I would do my EFT, and then I would sit down for 15 minutes. All right. And I would just relax, clear my mind. And if anything came up, I would just journal that, you know, I would write that down, and then I would just go on about my day. Okay. And then before I go to sleep, I would write down 5 things that I'm appreciative for, that I absolutely love. And that could be anything, you know what I mean? I would just, my main thing is that I want to write down 5 different things every single day. All right. So that's going to be like 35 things that I'm loving, 35 things that, that I'm sending love out to. That's how you got to look at it. All right. That's the intention. That's the intention that I'm going in with it. As I'm writing these things down, I'm actually sending out love. I'm sending out love. I'm sending out love, and I'm releasing some of the other things that I don't need, because as I'm sitting and I'm meditating, whatever is coming up during these meditations, right? Whatever comes up, I'm going to let those things go. All right. So I'm writing down all that stuff. All right. And all that stuff is going to be ripped up. All that stuff is going to be ripped up. I'm going to put it, it's all going to be written on a white piece of paper. Everything that comes up, that's like, anything from like the past that I feel that is no longer serving me, then I'm going to write that down, and that's going on that piece of paper, and I'm releasing it, So, yeah. And that's it, So I do have the full moon EFT release. I'm sorry, guys. I thought that I could show you my screen. I can't show you the screen. However, if you go to tappingwithtiffany.com, the script will be up there within an hour or two. I'm going to have the script up there, and I have the video up there as well. All right. So before I end this video, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. All right, so on the full moon day, all right, on the full moon day, what I would do is, right, so I have a full moon prayer that I would say, right, on that day, right, and then I would take those white pieces of paper, and I'm gonna rip them up, all those pieces of paper, I'm gonna rip them up, put them in a white envelope, and then you can take it to the ocean, you can take it to a river, but you want to take it someplace where the water flows, and you send it down the stream, and as it's going down the stream, you want to watch it, and you just want to just feel with as much as you can that you just disconnected from whatever was in that, everything that was in that envelope. You just cut the cords on it, and it's just gone. It's gone. Right? It's gone. All right. And as I'm leaving, as I'm walking away, as I'm finished, I would just keep on saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, over and over and over, as as I'm led to say it, because I know that my angels are gonna be around me, because for 7 days straight I was calling them in. All right. All right. So that's how I do my full moon ritual. All right. So let me give you some examples of what you might want to release for the full moon. All right, because I know that some people, that's why I want to show you my screen, because I know some people are like, well, I still don't understand. All right, so some of the things that you might want to write down on a paper, right? You might want to write down incidents or situations or conditions that surround things like this. Or you could just write down the word, okay? Unworthiness, guilt, shame, mistrust, doubt, insecurity, victim, pride, arrogance, not enough, insignificance, resistance, fear, lack, jealousy, envy, rage, and anger. Okay, so those are a few that that you can you can use all of those if you want. You can write all of those down. You can write down as many as you want. You can write down as many as you want. But that's what I would do on this full moon. I apologize for not being able to share my screen, but I am going to put it up. The script and the vid will be up on my tappingwithtiffany.com website within like an hour or two. All right. So I love you guys. Let me see if there's any comments, because I'm not even looking. Oh, I see the comment. Hey, Angie. Hey, Angie. So that's all I have for now. If you're just now joining in, and then you're gonna have to catch the replay. But the scripts and the prayers, all of that is gonna be on my website, on the Tapping with Tiffany website. Within like an hour or two, it should be up. All right. So I love you guys. Thank you for joining in. All right. And I hope that this was helpful. And if you use it, let me know. You know, connect with me. You know, come back to the post. You know, and say, hey, Tiff, I used it, and this is what happened. Like, I want to know what happens with you guys. All right, I want to know what happened. But try it out. All right, try it out. All right, I love you.